So have I given up on Hex? I know I've been pretty, down on Hex, the whole post-chain situation ever since May, ever since mid-May actually. I've been pretty down on post-chain and Hex, and I see my comments and people are really thinking, like people seem like they think that I've pretty much gave up on Hex. We'll talk about it. Before I go any further, I want to just say I've been in Hex from the beginning, man. Day 8. So here's a video of me in Hex. This is me going to the AA lobby on day 10. You can still go watch this video, it's public. It's called Day 8 Hexagon. Man, zero point 0.4 ETH for 200,000. People are giving me really a lot of hell for Zen, and they just don't know what I went through to lay the foundation for Hex. I'm going through the same things I'm going through now with Zen, right? Crazy inflation. Let's go down and look at some of the oldest comments, bro. Let's see what they were saying. 3 years, man. It's been 3 years. Keep doing what you do. Deception and distraction. These are the paths to the dark side and will be your downfall. 3 years ago. And think about me reading that 7 upvotes. I'm like, man, damn. I get the same type of comments now. Richard is not stupid enough to technically you kind of lost your ETH. Remember, with such conviction and confidence, I'm not touching it and much success at what you all do. You were here, and this dude, I think I still be seeing him on my channel. A Hexagon, isn't this guy supposed to be in jail? This dude's a subscriber. Hex is made for referral whores, no innovation, nothing, just a stake ETH token. If it fails, we blame Richard while we make a shit ton of viewers, aka victims. This is the most immoral scam ever. The question is, will the ETH you put in be worth more than the speculative price of Hex when you withdraw? Be minor. People be trying to sound so smart, man. They try to say it sounds so smart. Well, all right, you go be smart and watch. It is an atypical crypto. We need to give it 11 months at the very least after the AA close and after the first big stakes end. So basically miss all the pump. What the space needs is more demand, not more supply of even more S coins, bruh. Like every comment, is negative. James, you staked well and bought only with small amounts, 0.1 or better, 0.01. That is okay. But telling me he's like, listen, this is what you do. You step out in front of this train, okay? You don't try and dodge it. I shouldn't be taking advice from you. But suggest Richard Hex will use your ETH to do work is wrong because of how he tests. Flush means it goes down toward like BitConnect. Throw your money out the window and feel good about it. It's like we go back in time. He will never learn because you're fucking stupid. Why would be stupid? It would only be right thing to do. When the ETH wallet will be empty, he will say in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is scary. Like, you like, damn, yo, we giving this nigga ETH and he's gonna just keep it and we're gonna be sitting here left holding Hex. 5,000 days, like 15 years. You're so stupid. Update. Hex lost 99.9% of its value. Lesson to be learned. Never be the first person or last person on the train. What coin does this sound like we're talking about right now? 99% down? Yeah, there you go. Hex went down 99% too. Last time we saw this man's face on YouTube, he was promoting BitConnect, a scam which crashed and burned a lot of people. Okay, now we're getting into the newer comments. In less than a month, Hex made 4.8x against USD 3x, and it barely started. Maybe the time travel would survive. It was hard to see the potential so early. Yes. Bro, I'm here as BitBoy says you are the person with lowest IQ in crypto on around the blockchain. Another scam. This aged very well. Legendary video. Then how do we get here? I want to talk about, am I done with Hex? It doesn't show on the chart. Hex actually started way up here somewhere. It went straight down. The only difference is it didn't have a chart. See, because Uniswap had first, damn, I should do a video breaking down do the whole, that's what this should be. All right, let's do it now.
We'll do it live.
Let's do it right now.
Do it live.
So Richard Heart was talking about Hex in 2018. I was following Richard Heart on YouTube from 2016, 2017 on this show called Crypto News Network. And he would come on as a panelist and he was the only one that was in Bitcoin, but he would talk trash about it. Like that was the one thing that's one of the key elements to him that for his rise is he linked into beating up on Bitcoin and wanting to make it better, wanting it to be better. You're not doing it good enough. You know what I'm saying? That type of vibe. And it was really attractive.
Pause.
For lack of a better term. And he would dress up. He had his own little vibe. Then I'm watching them learning stuff. But after you watch him a couple times, you pretty much learn everything. Be secure, hold your own keys, da da da. He started talking about Bitcoin Hex, right? It's Bitcoin Hex. He starts doing going to little meetups and getting on stage talking about it. And I wasn't really paying too much attention to it. I didn't start paying attention to it until it was becoming live. And it was live. And then I remember him saying, don't go in on the first day. You're probably going to get a really bad rate. Don't go in on the first day. It's not a good idea. I wouldn't go too hard on the first day. And what did everybody do? Went crazy into the first day, real crazy into the first day. And what did that do? That made the price of Hex really, really, really high. People really overpaid. Let's actually go look and see how much people overpaid. Transform. Day one, 21,000 ETH meant you got 47,000 Hex per ETH. So let's do the math. Day one lobby was 1,014 days ago. December 2nd, 2019. Now, what was the price of ETH? We'll just say 150. 47,000 and divide it by 150 and then move this decimal place 0.00313 times 47,000. So the price was 0.0037 on this day. 0.0037. Let's see that on the chart. It came from up here. This is where the price started at. If we're going to measure from the bottom, right? It dropped 99%. You get where I'm going with this? It's just not shown on the chart. So the day one happened. Everybody piled into Hex up here because they didn't know any better, and they got wrecked for how long was this? Let's see how long this was. It wasn't until they were in the profit. It wasn't until May until people that got in on the first day got to say, "Oh, we're in the green." May. 6 months of in the red for the first day people. So the FUD was very, 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 very high. And it's Richard Hart. It's not even somebody that's like really likable. It's somebody that's just really hard to like. Hex was a scam this entire period. And I just kept pumping out videos. Everybody that stuck with it, they were really happy about this. But the first day people, not so much. Then you had Big Payday, which was another, I sold half of my Hex in this period because I'm like, I'm gonna take some profit, and stake the rest. And even here, I didn't buy any. I just held on all this whole time. And here we are, peak FOMO, going viral, post chain, get your free copies. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I drank all the Kool-Aid. I took profit. Of course, I had stakes ending. Still to this day, I have stakes ending, but I didn't dump it like I should have. And kudos to Richard Hart for coming out with a reason for me to keep holding on to my Hex, right? Which was post chain in mid-May. And this is where I'm starting this slide. Let's get to it now. These are the questions that I know the answers to, but what I want you guys to do, if you're like a diehard Hexican, is ask yourself these questions. Think about this. What developer on this green earth would say mid-May and then turn around and another developer say, nah, it's not ready yet. It's not going to be ready in May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. This shit ain't going to be ready. No, I bet this shit won't even launch in 2023. I'm already saying it's not going to come out. I've seen tweets talking about 2023. I'm like, yo, are you hearing yourself? Something is not right. Somebody is playing a game. It's not even somebody. Richard Hart is playing a game with the community. It's like, there's no way. I'm still on that mid-May shit. And it's like, I didn't even make any moves based on that shit, based on the mid-May. I'm talking about for y'all. It's not even about, people say, you put too much in post chain. I didn't put enough. I didn't put enough in post chain. What are you talking about? How can you go from mid-May? And I can say mid-May, oops, okay, damn, July. There it is, July. Mid-May, August. But mid-May, and then it ain't out in December. The truth isn't being put out there. It's not transparent, man. A lot of the principles that Hexkins claim about Hex aren't really there. Immutable, okay. Decentralized, nah. Nowhere near decentralized. It's one of the most centralized cryptocurrencies in DeFi. If you really like,
We need to move Lonzo. That ain't no problem. Huh?
it's all good. I get it. But don't parade around like it is. It's centralized. Like I went on a Twitter space the other night, a Hexkin Twitter space, and somebody approached me about Zen versus Hex. And I'm like, and they're talking about the exchange. I'm like, yo, exchanges, that's one thing. But one person having, you're gonna, you can't even, I could see if you were a different crypto where it wasn't one person that had control to all the addresses, but you're talking about Hex. Oh, what if I just catch Richard Hart out in the street by himself like he always appears to be and just walk him down and say, yo, take me to the seed phrase? What happens then? And he's like, oh man, I want to live forever. Oh, fuck. No, man, I want to live forever. Fuck that. Oh man. And then he goes to the seed phrases. And then now we got infinite sell pressure on Hex. What happens then? That's not decentralized. And of course, that could happen with exchange for Zen, but I would say that's less likely than the Richard Hart situation. And well, it's not Richard Hart. Nigga, come on. It is Richard Hart. Of course it's him he's the OA, man. Like, get real. That's the type of stuff that is annoying me about Hex. Now, let's talk about the future. Hex seems to be trying to bottom. Should you be buying Hex now? Probably. Me? I got plenty of Hex. I got enough Hex. I got plenty of Hex, man. Me? I got stakes for the next 15 years every week. And then there's a period like 3, maybe 5 years from now where it's like a big gap from 5 to 15. But here's my thing. I don't need that shit. I'm not going to sit around and be like, it's either Hex or nothing. I'm going to sit here for 15 years and stake Hex only. No, I see other opportunities. So if I see Hex going, which I think it will too, it's like, I imagine Hex is going to be going up from here on. I actually think the bottom is in. I actually think that we're experiencing the bottom right now. We might see one more rollover, but I think post-chain is probably pretty close, and we're probably going to just march up from here and then get above this right here, start pushing towards here. This is going to be coming around like this, and then we'll just continue marching. I think that's what's going to happen, but I'm not going to sit around and wait anymore. I drank the Kool-Aid, and then at a certain point, it's time to snap out of it and be like, all right, we got some other stuff that we can be doing. We see some other opportunities. I got Hex staked out 15 years. My stakes right now that are ending, they're pretty small. They're not any really huge ones. If I get a big stake that ends, I probably won't sell that. But like these little chump change ones, I'll use that to go into Zen, which I think is about to do what Hex did after its 99% dump. So here we are looking at Zen down 99%, right? Zen NFT's coming out. We just got not a tweet, but a message from Jack saying auditors estimating first report 21st of December. That's tomorrow, right? So Zen NFTs are probably coming pretty soon. It's probably going to make all of these numbers nosedive. You know, it's probably going to make the supply stall out and people get excited and have a run up. And what if this is the bottom for Zen? What if we're starting this 1000x, you know, up 42%. If you're measuring, we're measuring from the bottom, just like Hex, right? We're measuring from the bottom. But long story short, guys, I'm still bullish on Hex. I think Hex is definitely going to return. But I'm not going to sit around and wait for that. Well, look at the liquidity. It's back up to 111,000. Only 63. Bro, I got videos on Zen. I would say missing out isn't as bad as you think it is. If you don't feel like Zen is the thing, don't go into it. Miss out on it. It's better to miss out than to get wrecked on it. But here we are again. I'm doing, it's kind of the same thing. I don't want to get like too spiritual and dimensional, but there's a thing called fifth dimension, right? And everything's happening at the same time. Okay, you can see it all around you if you just look. Mint some Zen. You don't have to buy it. Just mint it, bro. Mint it for a long time. Mint it for a long time. Mint it for the max, whatever the max is. Mint it for that long, and do it when the gas is cheapest. And come back to this video in a couple years. Peace.